Hello and welcome to RapidView TV. I'm Scott Sager, Marketing and Communications Manager for RapidView, and this is our video newsletter for May 2013. RapidView has always valued our employees and their dedication to our customers. To honor them, we've included an employee spotlight in our newsletter. This first segment is on Jim Conley, Customer Service Manager for RapidView.
My name's Jim Conley, and I've been with RapidView since January 13th, 1995. About 18 years now, a little over 18 years. I've got a wife, Kimberly. We were married in 1992. We got two kids, Megan, who's my oldest, and Gabriel's my youngest, which Megan's 18 and Gabriel is 16. Some of the hobbies I enjoy when I'm not working here are hunting, fishing, camping, pretty much anything that has anything to do with the outdoors. My family and I participate in 18th century reenactments, and that's kind of our whole family hobby together. Favorite sport would be hunting. That's probably my favorite out of everything. Second would be I'm studying to be a outdoor survival guide and instructor through the Pathfinder School, and that's rapidly becoming one of my favorites. Yeah, I do have a favorite food. I get it once a year, and it's for my birthday, unless I order it in a restaurant somewhere, and it's liver and onions. That's and most people would say that's gross, but that's my favorite food, and I don't get it too often because my wife hates to cook it. My favorite movie is probably by far the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I visited where they filmed Lord of the Rings in New Zealand when we were working on a project there. That was probably one of the highlights of working for R&R/RapidView, that I got to actually see where they filmed that. And there's no special effects. It's what was in the background there it's really there. 3 words to describe myself. Joker. Saved. Sometimes a little impatient. Back in January of 1995, I started out, and position would be on the R&R side, and I was basically doing the cleaning of the lines, TVing the pipe, inspecting the pipe. We had a separate company that done septic tanks, and I pumped the septic tanks, pretty much everything. And I continued to do that up until, I don't remember what year it was, when I came full on over to the RapidView side, and I went in to the service center and was in charge of, I'm basically in charge of the parts department and customer service. One of my favorite stories is we had an engineer, and we were doing some pipe inspection, and it was with a push camera. And this was before the days of the self-uprighting cameras. So sometimes the camera would roll over on its top, and the water would be on top of the pipe, is what it would appear, but everybody knows that the water is not on top of the pipe, except for an engineer. We were pushing the obstruction. It was a big rock in the line with the camera. We were actually pushing it down the pipe, and he was asking us what that was on top of the pipe. And I said, well, the camera's turned upside down, and that's the bottom of the pipe, and we're pushing a rock, and that's your obstruction, and hopefully I can push it out to the other end. And he says, well, how do you know that's the bottom of the pipe? How do you know the camera's turned over? And there's quite a bit of water flow going through this pipe. And I simply said, unless you didn't pay your gravity bill, or you got something weird going on here, water doesn't flow on top of a pipe. It'll flow on the bottom, and the camera has rolled over. And I spent over 2 hours trying to convince this engineer, and when it was said and done, I never did convince him. One of the strangest requests that I can think of right off the top of my head is we went in to do a job of inspecting brand new pipe. This pipe hadn't been accepted by the city or anything. The contractor wanted me to drag his sweatshirt through the pipe behind the crawler to soak up all the water spots and all the low spots of the pipe that he had just laid, and then go back and inspect the pipe, showing that there's no water laying in the pipe. I'd say the most rewarding moment is about every other week. I get to come in and I get to see what all, because I've been pretty much from the get-go with Rex. He was in business for about 1.5 years or 2 years, but I get to see everything that we're doing now and know that I had a hand in that. So every time, like with our expansion and with bringing on the IBOC line and just everything that we're doing, that's rewarding enough to me to know that I had a part in that.
You won't find a more dedicated employee than Jim Conley. His years of service are a testament to his value. Thanks, Jim. I'm Scott Sager. Thank you again for watching this segment of our video newsletter on RapidView TV.